Welcome to the Great Forward Movement. Join us as we journey deeper into the realms of consciousness. Please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to visit our website at www.thegreatforwardmovement.com. With your help, our goal is to build a 200 million person army of lightworkers. Please consider joining us in the eternal battle between the dark and the light. The evolutionary paradox, science, and spirituality through time. It is a fascinating and ironic quandary that the very foundations of today's society, rooted in science, mathematics, and art, emerged from civilizations that were steeped in spirituality and religious devotion. Ancient societies achieved incredible feats of intellectual and creative advancement while simultaneously developing complex spiritual beliefs. These belief systems, which emphasize the existence of higher powers and the continuation of consciousness after death, guided and inspired the people of those eras. However, in modern times, society has embraced the sciences of antiquity, while largely discarding the spiritual teachings of the same periods. Faith in higher powers and the idea of an afterlife have been relegated to the realms of superstition, or dismissed as nonsensical by many. This paradox raises an intriguing question. If faith in a higher power had been absent during the birth of modern science, how might human evolution have unfolded? The interplay between spirituality and early science. To understand the paradox, it is essential to recognize the interconnectedness of spirituality and early scientific inquiry. Many of the greatest thinkers of antiquity were deeply spiritual individuals. For example, the ancient Egyptians, whose monumental pyramids remain marvels of engineering, developed their architectural and mathematical knowledge within the framework of their religious beliefs. The precise alignment of the pyramids with celestial bodies was not merely an exercise in scientific exploration, but an expression of their faith in the afterlife and the divine. Similarly, in ancient Greece, philosophers like Pythagoras and Plato merged metaphysical ideas with empirical observations. Pythagoras, known for his contributions to mathematics, also believed in the transmigration of the soul and the existence of a divine order in the universe. Plato's philosophy explored the nature of reality and the eternal soul, influencing both Western thought and the spiritual traditions of later generations. Even the scientific achievements of the Islamic Golden Age, such as advances in medicine, astronomy, and algebra, were often pursued within a context of deep religious devotion. Islamic scholars viewed their scientific endeavors as a means of understanding the divine order of creation. For them, science and spirituality were not separate entities but complementary pathways to truth. The decline of spirituality in modern thought. Despite this historical interplay, modern society has largely separated science from spirituality, often placing them in opposition. The Enlightenment era, with its emphasis on reason and empirical evidence, marked a turning point in this shift. While the Enlightenment catalyzed tremendous progress in science and technology, it also contributed to a growing skepticism of spiritual beliefs. The scientific method became the primary lens through which reality was examined, and phenomena that could not be empirically measured were increasingly dismissed. This trend accelerated during the Industrial Revolution and into the modern era, as technological advancements reshaped human life. The mechanistic worldview of the universe as a predictable system of cause and effect gained prominence, leaving little room for metaphysical concepts like the soul, divine intervention, or life after death. Today, discussions of spirituality are often met with cynicism, as the scientific community prioritizes material explanations over metaphysical ones. The widespread rejection of spiritual teachings has had profound consequences for society. In ancient times, spirituality provided not only a framework for understanding the cosmos, but also a moral compass and a source of meaning. The belief in a higher power or an afterlife offered comfort in the face of mortality and inspired acts of altruism and community building. In contrast, the modern era's focus on materialism and individualism has left many people feeling disconnected and adrift. The absence of a shared spiritual framework has contributed to a crisis of meaning, as individuals struggle to find purpose in a world defined by competition and consumption. While science and technology have improved living standards in countless ways, They cannot address the existential questions that spirituality once sought to answer. Why are we here? What happens when we die? What is the nature of consciousness? Moreover, dismissing the idea of an afterlife or a higher power has implications for how society approaches death and suffering. In ancient times, the belief in an eternal soul provided solace and a sense of continuity. Today, the finality of death is often met with fear and despair, as many lack a spiritual framework to make sense of their experiences. The potential role of spirituality in modern science. Interestingly, some contemporary scientists and philosophers are revisiting the spiritual questions that were sidelined during the Enlightenment. Advances in quantum physics, neuroscience, and consciousness studies have raised new questions about the nature of reality and the mind. For example, the phenomenon of quantum entanglement, in which particles appear to influence each other instantaneously across vast distances, challenges traditional notions of space and time and hints at a deeper interconnectedness in the universe. Similarly, research into near-death experiences, meditation, and altered states of consciousness has sparked renewed interest in the possibility of an afterlife, or a non-material aspect of existence. While these inquiries remain controversial, they demonstrate that science and spirituality need not be mutually exclusive. By embracing a more holistic perspective, humanity may rediscover the profound insights that ancient spiritual teachings have to offer. Reimagining human evolution. If the faith in a higher power had been absent during the birth of modern science, it is worth contemplating how human evolution might have unfolded. Without the guiding influence of spirituality, early societies might have lacked the motivation to explore the mysteries of existence or to pursue knowledge for its own sake. Spirituality often inspired a sense of wonder and curiosity, driving individuals to seek answers about the cosmos and their place within it. Moreover, the absence of spiritual teachings might have hindered the development of ethical and moral frameworks. Many ancient religions emphasized principles like compassion, justice, and the sanctity of life, which influenced societal norms and laws. Without these teachings, humanity's progress might have been marked by greater conflict and division. On the other hand, a purely scientific approach to human evolution might have accelerated technological advancements, as resources and intellectual energy would have been devoted exclusively to material pursuits. However, this scenario raises the question of whether technological progress alone can sustain a thriving civilization. As history has shown, societies that neglect the spiritual and emotional dimensions of human existence risk becoming fragmented and unstable. Toward a new integration of science and spirituality. As humanity stands at a crossroads, it is time to reconsider the relationship between science and spirituality. Rather than dismissing ancient spiritual teachings as superstition, society can seek to integrate their timeless wisdom with the insights of modern science. This integration requires humility, a recognition that both science and spirituality offer valuable perspectives on the mysteries of existence. For example, the ancient belief in the interconnectedness of all life resonates with contemporary ecological science, which emphasizes the interdependence of ecosystems. Similarly, spiritual practices like mindfulness and meditation, once viewed as esoteric, are now being validated by neuroscience for their benefits to mental health and well-being. By bridging the gap between science and spirituality, humanity can cultivate a more holistic understanding of reality, one that honors both the material and the metaphysical, the measurable and the mysterious. This synthesis has the potential to inspire a renewed sense of wonder and purpose, guiding society toward a more harmonious and compassionate future. Conclusion. The evolution of society from the discoveries of antiquity to the advancements of today is a testament to the enduring power of human curiosity and creativity. Yet the paradox of embracing ancient sciences while rejecting ancient spiritual teachings reveals a profound imbalance. As modern society grapples with existential questions and a growing sense of disconnection, it is worth reflecting on the wisdom of the past. By rekindling the spiritual insights that once inspired humanity's greatest achievements, we may find a path forward that unites the best of both worlds: science and spirituality, reason and faith, the temporal and the eternal. In doing so, we honor the legacy of our ancestors while forging a future that is both enlightened and deeply meaningful.